update for you on President Donald Trump. I have a big update on CEO killer Luigi Mangione. I've got an update on the mystery drones in New Jersey and now California. Also, President Biden's State Department caught sending pallets of cash overseas, just like the final days of President Barack Obama. President Trump has been named Time Magazine's Person of the Year and was invited to ring the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange, something that hasn't been done since President Ronald Reagan. Just a year ago, I was reporting on Donald Trump being a spy, Donald Trump stealing classified documents, Donald Trump putting the FBI, CIA, secret military, and the Pentagon at risk. And now this dude is considered the person of the year. What gives? It's because all of us see through the lawfare and the lies. President Trump, you deserve to be person of the year for your character as well as your incredible comeback. Now, let me know over in the comments tonight, where are you watching from? I already see Maryland, Virginia, Utah, Idaho, the North Pole. Is that real? Wow. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this big news stuff tonight. President Joe Biden is attempting to give Ukraine and Zelensky another $20 billion before President Donald Trump can take office. The plan is to give Ukraine a $20 billion loan with U.S. taxpayer money. That loan will be collateralized until repaid by stolen Russian assets the United States confiscated. Ukraine is elated, Americans are confused, and Russia is saying, how dare you steal $20 billion from us and then give it to our enemy while we are at war? There will be revenge and repercussions on America. So why is Joe Biden so eager to give away so much money to Ukraine? The White House has announced that President Joe Biden has just made history by breaking a record for the most pardons from an American president. The White House stated the president has issued more sentence commutations at this point in his presidency than any of his recent predecessors at the same time in their first term. Overall, President Biden commuted jail sentences for nearly 1,500 people and granted 39 pardons. The commuted sentences apply to individuals who were placed on home confinement during the COVID-19 pandemic and have since successfully reintegrated into their communities. Additionally, the 39 pardons were granted to those convicted of 9 non-violent offenses. Now, why would Biden not want to commute the January 6 people that were non-violent, but went ahead and forgave 1,500 other people who were supposedly non-violent? While I'm all for second chances, some of the people on Biden's list are super controversial. For example, conservative commentator Benny Johnson criticized Biden on X, stating, Joe Biden pardoned 39 people today, including Chinese spies and individuals convicted of possessing explicit imagery of children. Oh, and the White House says they were individuals convicted of nonviolent crimes. Look, I haven't personally looked into the history of every one of the 1,500 people, but I'm sure we're going to continue to see more and more people pardoned from Joe Biden. After all, he is the most forgiving president we've ever had. He forgave his own son for crimes that he's still being convicted of. Now, regardless of Biden's future plans, Biden stated, I will take more steps in the weeks ahead. My administration will continue reviewing clemency petitions to advance equal justice under the law. promote public safety, support rehabilitation and reentry, and provide meaningful second chances. By the way, thank you guys so much for liking and sharing these videos. It really helps me out, so thank you so much. Now, according to former President Bill Clinton, his wife Hillary Clinton may be one of the people that Joe Biden wants to preemptively pardon. For instance, during a recent interview on The View, former President Bill Clinton expressed the possibility of President Biden issuing a preemptive pardon for his wife, Hillary Clinton, after The View's Sunny Hostin mentioned Hillary was definitely on Trump's revenge list. Now, she doesn't know that Hillary is definitely on the revenge list, but it makes for good TV. Now, Bill Clinton stated, if President Biden wanted to talk to me about that, I would talk to him about it, but I don't think I should be giving public advice on the pardon power. It's a very personal thing. In fact, it's so personal that he forgave 1,500 people that he's never heard of before. That's how personal it is. All right, now, Clinton went on to add, most of us get out of this world ahead of where we'd get if all we got was simple justice. It's normally a fool's errand to spend a lot of time to get even. Hillary followed all the rules exactly as they're written. Trump's State Department found that Hillary sent and received 0 classified emails. It was a made-up, phony story. Now, I disagree with former President Bill Clinton. We all know that Democrats are all too happy to go on softball, left-leaning TV and lie. But to say that Hillary Clinton didn't commit a crime is another crime. We know for a fact she destroyed evidence when she took a hammer and a bottle of bleach to her hard drive to destroy any evidence. I mean, she lost the election, for heaven's sakes, because the FBI brought up the fact that she had destroyed evidence and they wanted to investigate it just one more time before the election. Now, I don't believe that Donald Trump is going to seek revenge against Hillary Clinton, and I don't believe that she needs to be preemptively pardoned for a crime she allegedly never committed, right? I mean, it only will make you look guilty by having the president, pardon you for something you didn't do. In fact, just in the last couple of days, President Trump said that his success for America will be his revenge, right? They say success is the best revenge. Well, that's what Donald Trump is saying. Is that he is going to get revenge by just becoming the most successful president the country has ever seen. Now, in addition to his controversial pardon, Biden's spending habits are now under scrutiny. According to a post on X by Steve Cortez, the Biden administration spent over $250 million on misinformation research. At the same time, they were coordinating with big tech to censor conservative voices. So not only were they suppressing free speech for their political opponents, kicking people off social media, demonizing and demonetizing them, they were now busted for using American taxpayer dollars to do that. Here's more. It seems the United States can't help itself from wastefully spending our taxpayer money. Representative Brian Mast just called out Secretary of State Tony Blinken because they have sent billions of dollars of cash to the Taliban since 2021, almost like Biden is trying to buy them off after the botched withdrawal from Afghanistan. Here's what Representative Brian Mast had to say. The United States right now is literally sending tens of millions of dollars in cash to the Taliban. 14.9 million to teach Afghans how to do carpet weaving. 280 million to the United Nations to do cash transfer for food to Afghanistan. 75 million to teach Afghan women how to be farmers. 3.5 billion transferred to the Afghan fund that is tended to protect the macro financial stability of the Afghan people. 9 billion to resettle 90,000 Afghan refugees since the fall of Afghanistan. Why do we get this kind of treatment? Why have our own people, Americans, who desperately need this type of help, receive none? They'd rather help terrorists and the war hawks than us. Now, as we continue to deal with the consequences of Biden's overspending, it appears our country is being spied on by foreign governments. Remember when China sent a spy balloon over America only for it to be shot down a week later after they had time to gather all of their secret intel? It seems the same thing is happening now in New Jersey as multiple drones have been spotted over different cities. However, Pentagon Press Secretary Sabrina Singh is denying this conclusion. Singh stated, "At this time, we have no evidence that these activities are coming from a foreign adversary. We're going to continue to monitor what is happening, but at no point were our installations threatened when this activity was occurring." Now, as Iran-backed conspiracies regarding the drone continue to surface online, Sabrina Singh later confirmed that these drones aren't even American military drones. And she said they have no evidence that Iran has a mothership in the Atlantic launching these. She stated, "There is not any truth to that. There is no Iranian ship off the coast of the United States, and there's no so-called mothership launching drones. However, several members of Congress are saying the Pentagon is lying to the American people and hiding this information. At the very least, why has a month gone by and still no one can say where these drones are coming from? No one can say why they continue to come in from off the ocean or why they're now being seen off the coast of California. So both coasts are now seeing dozens and dozens of drones the size of a car, but nobody seems to know why. In fact, New Jersey State Senator calls for limited state of emergency in response to ongoing mystery drone sightings. The statement comes after Governor Phil Murphy sounded the alarm over the mysterious drones, which go dark the minute you get your eyes on them. In fact, they said they're putting off a signal or a code that nobody understands or is familiar with. The drones are reportedly larger than hobby drones. Some say they are the size of cars. The state of New Jersey should issue a limited state of emergency, banning all drones until the public receives an explanation regarding the multiple drone sightings. There have been reports of the drones showing up close to military installations, as well as President-elect's Bedminster golf course. The FBI has no clue what's going on, with the agency saying they are doing all they can to figure out what's going on. The public can continue to call our 800 line and submit a tip online. We are acting on every substantive lead that we get, said the FBI. So I don't know. What do you think is going on? We now have the governor of New Jersey saying, we don't know what's going on. We have no control of our airspace. You have members of the military saying that they're concerned. You have state senators in New Jersey saying that they are concerned. I don't know. But it's been almost a month and nobody has an answer as to what these car-sized drones are doing. Maybe if the United States wasn't so hung up on controlling other countries, we wouldn't have this issue. Unfortunately, it still seems we are spending our time and money on trying to influence other countries. According to Representative Thomas Massie, the U.S. played a role in the recent weakening of the Syria regime. Representative Massie stated, "What these terrorists couldn't do, other people in the Middle East hurried up and did here last week to make sure that Assad didn't have the typical resources that a government would have to respond to these threats. It's clear as day to me that the U.S. was involved. Remember, Tulsi Gabbard was in Congress, and she and I collaborated on a lot of these efforts to stop the U.S. meddling in Syria, and now she's been named as the head of the DNI. Well, I think that was the signal to the deep state to go in for the kill and get this over with, because Trump and some of his nominees are going to carry on the policies of Obama and are not going to carry on the policies of Obama and the deep state. So basically, this House Representative Massie is saying the recent fall of Syria has everything to do with the United States and trying to cover up what's been going on over there based on what Obama put in place, because they don't believe that Donald Trump will go along with it. So what did they do? They collapsed the government, allowed these ISIS-like groups to come in and now take over the country of Syria. All right, I have a couple other really big stories, but first a word from today's video sponsor. I hate to say it, but the US dollar isn't as strong as it used to be, and our government is the reason why, in addition to Syria and many other problems. Under Biden, the dollar has lost 26% of its buying power. I feel it, you feel it, we all feel it. Meanwhile, inflation is still out of control and the cost of everything is up. But so are gold and silver. As the dollar drops, gold gets more powerful. Think about this. If you had to bet on which would be worth more 20 years from now, would you say gold or the US dollar? History tells us it will be gold and silver. Let the team of experts at Colonial Metals Group help you protect your family's future. Their level of professionalism and ability to listen make it easy for you to learn everything you need to know about protecting your hard-earned wealth. Maybe you're just getting started, or maybe you're already in a 401k or an IRA, or maybe mom and dad have asked you to help protect their wealth. Colonial Metals Group can help. We've put together a special offer for my audience. Click on the link down below or call the 800 number on the screen, or take a photo of the QR code in the bottom left-hand corner to get more information. Right now, you can receive a free safe and up to $7,500 in free silver. Call the 800-807-2143 or go to colonialmetalsgroup.com/Steve-Gardner. All right, now Whoopi Goldberg has ripped RFK Jr. for fat shaming Americans. She says that some people are just genetically fat and that they shouldn't be shamed. Well, that may be true, but most people are overweight because of the standard American diet. The fact that our food has over 10,000 poisonous ingredients. In the 80s and 90s, very few Americans were overweight. Now, a majority of Americans are carrying more weight than they want to. Now, Whoopi Goldberg suggests that if she wasn't on special medication, genetically, she was pre-programmed to be a 300-pound woman. I just don't believe it. She said, because it doesn't work for everybody, and I'm going to show you, sir, because I weighed close to 300 pounds less than 2 years ago. But because of Manjaro, I don't have to be. So basically, she is saying everybody is just heavy and overweight because of genetics, when RFK Jr. is saying a lot of Americans are overweight because our food is purposely made to be addictive. Our food is full of seed oils that are making us sick. Our food is hyper-inflammatory, meaning it makes us have inflammation and gain weight. Now, I'm happy to hear that Whoopi Goldberg has had great success with her weight loss shot, but I don't believe her when she says that she's genetically built to be 300 pounds. All right, now listen to this. A newly released Department of Justice Inspector General report has disclosed that the FBI had 26 confidential human sources present in the January 6th Capitol riot, with some entering the building or restricted zones. This revelation has sparked discussion regarding the role and actions of these 26 informants during the day's events. The report release coincides with FBI Director Christopher Wray's recent announcement that he would be resigning before President Trump could fire him. What do you guys think about this? We've all been saying that the FBI was a part of this, and they've been saying, no, 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 we were not a part of this. Now this report that they purposely withheld from the Inspector General until after the election shows that the FBI had 26 paid informants that were there, gathering intel, being provocateurs. Who knows all that they were doing? Now, VP J.D. Vance responded on Twitter today by stating, "For those keeping score at home, this was labeled a dangerous conspiracy theory months ago, and now we know it's all true." I hope we get even more truth as Kash Patel becomes the new director of the FBI and the Justice Department actually goes out and looks for the truth. All right, now I have a big update on the Luigi Mangione CEO killer of the United Healthcare CEO. Luigi Mangione allegedly considered using a bomb to explode parts of New York City in order to assassinate CEO Brian Thompson, but decided against it as he didn't want to kill innocent people. Now, I would say that this Brian Thompson was an innocent guy. Was he innocent of crimes? I don't know. Probably not. He was being investigated for insider trading. He was about to be questioned for using AI technology to deny thousands and thousands of claims that used to be accepted in an attempt to make United Healthcare even more profitable. Now, this revelation was found in a notebook that had a to-do list. Luigi Mangione thanked the feds in a handwritten document saying that he has great respect for what they do for our country. According to CNN, Luigi Mangione was thrilled to be able to carry out the attack in New York City because things could be better than because nothing could be better than to kill the CEO at his own bean counting conference. To the feds, I'll keep this short because I do respect what you do for our country. To save you a lengthy investigation, I state plainly that I wasn't working with anyone, the document read. Luigi Mangione's former roommate said, "He seems like a completely different person. The person that I cook meals with, the person that you know was part of a book club, other activities with. It's like two completely different human beings," said R.J. Martin, Luigi Mangione's roommate. Unbelievable, right? What do you guys make of all of this? Pretty crazy, right? I'm fairly convinced that the back surgery that Luigi Mangione got after having a back and spinal cord injury in Hawaii while on vacation is the main reason for this. I believe he was left with spinal pain, back pain, erectile dysfunction, the inability to have sexual relations, the frustration that came of that, likely having his claim denied, another claim for his mother denied. And I believe that this guy just absolutely snapped and felt like the only way to handle this was to get Batman-like revenge, vigilante revenge. I think he probably lost his mind. Some are saying MK Ultra, that we're going to find out that, you know, somehow Nancy Pelosi is linked to this. I don't know. I will continue to cover this story for you. But as of right now, I want to hear from you guys. Do you believe that Donald Trump deserved to be Time Magazine's Man of the Year? If you do, I want you to type Y. And if you don't, I want you to type N for no. So Y for yes, Man of the Year, N for no, should not have been Man of the Year. I'd like to hear from you guys. I believe he deserved to be Man of the Year. Look at what they put this guy through. They made his life a living hell, and he fought, just like he told all of us to do during that failed assassination on his life. I believe he absolutely deserves to be Man of the Year. Looks like you guys do too. You're like, why? All right, let me read some super chats from you guys. David Blakely, thank you so much. Tacos on you, my friend. Big D Mayer, hello, Stephen. You're the best. I love watching your show. You're the only one I get my news from. Been watching since stimulus checks. Hello from Amarillo, Texas. Hello. I've got a mother-in-law that lives in Amarillo, Texas. Thank you for that. I'll be buying some tacos with your generous money. All right, Mama Bear, we had drones like that doing the same thing across IA, NECO. I'm guessing that's Iowa, Nebraska, Colorado for weeks back in November 2019. Then a few weeks later, COVID-19 showed up. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so not only do you have the mystery of the drones themselves in New Jersey, but you have the mystery of why can no one figure out what these drones are? Like, shoot one down, send other drones to follow one home. Like, I don't understand why they can't figure out why drones the size of cars are in the sky, and they can't figure this out. I don't know. To me, it seems like they don't want to figure it out. I don't know. If you think I'm onto something, type Y for yes. Do they not want to figure out what these are about? To me, I don't know. It's like very, very mysterious. Kind of weird. All right, you guys, I love you. Please give this video a like because it helps me. I'm trying to be bigger than CNN right now. I'm right there. Those guys are going down in I would say a blaze of glory, but it's not glory. They kind of deserve what's coming to them. If you lie to the American people, if you gaslight the American people, if you cover up fraud, you cover up for a fraudulent president, his family, war crimes, abuse of American taxpayers, and you push garbage on us every day, you deserve to go down in a blaze of unglory. What's the opposite of glory? Damnation? I don't know. Crazy. Biden has destroyed America, but I believe Trump and the team that he has put together is going to make America great again. All right. I love you guys. Have a great night. I'll see you on the next video.